Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Teacher Edwin, your friendly science teacher, and today you are going to learn science. Have you ever wondered or asked yourself, how did you get your blood type? Bakit type AB? Bakit type A, type B, or type O? May mga cases pa nga na ang parents, ang tatay ay type A, ang nanay ay type B, tapos ikaw ay type O. What? May tatanong mo ngayon sa sarili mo, ampun ba ako? Well, pumanatag ka. Dahil hindi ka ampun. Para malaman mo ang dahilan, tapusin mo ang video na to. Always remember that your blood type is a trait. When we say trait, it is a characteristic that can be passed from the parents to their children, like eye color, hair type, hair color, earlobes, and any physical traits na pwede nating mamana sa ating mga magulang. The question that we are going to answer in this video is, how does a trait for blood type can be passed from parents to their children? But before we proceed in answering that, take a look at these blood type combinations and try to analyze the logic behind. A plus B is equal to AB. A plus A is equal to A. B plus B is equal to B. A plus O is equal to A. B plus O is equal to B. And A plus B is equal to O. In blood typing, all of the given blood type combinations are correct. But if we base it on logical observations, this combination A plus B is equal to O is incorrect. Can we really explain blood typing by just looking the given blood type combinations? The answer is a big no, because blood type can only be explained by one of the pattern of inheritance called multiple alleles. Before we proceed in discussing multiple alleles and blood typing, let us unlock the unfamiliar terms that you will encounter later on our discussion. Okay, so the first two terms that you will encounter are the parents and the offspring. When we say parents, this is the pair of organisms that reproduce and pass their traits to their offspring. Sila yung nagpapamana ng isang katangian o ng isang karakteristik. At kung merong magpapamana, merong magmamana. At ang tawag natin doon ay offspring. These are the organisms that inherited the traits from the parents. The next term is gene. Aside from being the basic unit of heredity, gene is a segment of DNA that codes for a specific trait or characteristic. And according to the Human Genome Project, there are 20,000 to 25,000 genes in humans. The next term is allele. Actually, allele and genes are the same, but allele is a special form of gene that controls a specific trait. And in humans, alleles for a specific trait always come in pairs, one from each parent. Ibig sabihin, it is always 50-50. 50% from the father and 50% from the mother. Kaya lang minsan na itatanong nyo, bakit mas maraming traits ang namana ko sa aking tatay kaysa sa aking nanay? Simple lang ang sagot dyan. Hindi napapasok si dominant and recessive traits. Dominant versus recessive trait. When we say dominant trait, this is the trait expressed on the physical appearance of the offspring. Ibig sabihin, ito yung trait na nangibabaw or lumitaw sa'yo. Although meron ka nung isang trait, but that is just recessive. Pag sinabi naman nating recessive trait, this is the trait that is hidden or not expressed. Nasa iyo yung trait na yon, but because of the dominant trait ay naitago siya. And last, genotype and phenotype. When we say genotype, this is the set of alleles or gene composition of an individual for a particular trait. And phenotype, this is the physical characteristic of an individual dictated by a specific trait. Mas maiintindihan nyo ang genotype and phenotype mamaya kapag nasa problem solving na tayo. Now that we are already familiar with the different terms na ma-encounter natin mamaya, let us define now what is multiple alleles. From the word multiple, it is one of the non-Mendelian pattern of inheritance in which a specific trait is controlled by more than two alleles. And if we say non-Mendelian, it does not follow the pattern of inheritance proposed by the father of genetics, Gregor Johann Mendel. And the best example of multiple alleles is the human blood type, which is controlled by 3 alleles. The human blood type is controlled by 3 alleles. So ano yun? So for type A, ang gagamitin natin ay big letter I na may naka-exponent na A. And for type B, we're going to use big letter I na may naka-exponent na B. And for type O, ang gagamitin natin allele is small letter I. Bakit kaya small letter I ang gamit natin sa type O? Kasi nga, siya ay always recessive. So always remember this, allele for A and B are codominant. Ibig sabihin, pag nagsama si A and B, pareho silang ma-express. Ang magiging blood type ay AB. Kapag sumama si A kay O, type A naman. Kapag sumama si B kay O, type B. Magkakaroon lang ng type O kapag nagsama yung dalawang O. If you're going to combine these 3 alleles, ito yung mga possible genotype and phenotype na pwede natin makuha. Okay? So the first one is IAIB. So that is type AB. The next one is IAIA. Ang tawag natin dyan ay homozygous type A. Ibig sabihin ng homo, the same. Sabihin, yung first and second allele niya ay parehong may A. Then yung isa is, ang tawag natin ay heterozygous type A. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, although type A siya, pero meron siyang recessive allele for O. And the next one is IBIB, which is homozygous type B. So, ito, pareho rin, first and second allele ay meron namang type B. And the next one is IBI, which is the heterozygous type B. Although type B siya, meron siyang recessive allele for O. And for type O naman, dalawang small letter I. So nasabi na natin yung mga dapat sabihin, na-introduce na natin yung mga dapat i-introduce. Ngayon ang sasagutin natin yung question ay, how to predict the blood types of the offspring. Paano nga ba ito pine-predict, di ba? Ang dami kong in-introduce na term, na mga salita, pero hindi pa natin nasasagot itong question na to. So the most important part is learning how to use Punnett Square. Let's solve problem number 1. A heterozygous type A blood man marries a woman who is homozygous type A blood. Determine the ratio and percentage of the blood type of their offspring. So, nilagay ko tong chart na to para makita nyo what would be the genotype and phenotype of the parents na nasa problem. So, the first thing you need to do is write the genotype and phenotype of the parents. So, based on the problem, the father is a heterozygous type A blood. So, this will be his genotype, IA small letter I. And write the phenotype below, type A. Hindi nyo isusulat na heterozygous type A because it is a phenotype, physical characteristic. Hindi natin pinag-uusapan kung homo o hetero. Pareho lang silang type A. For the mother, which is homozygous type A, IAIA, and it is also type A. So the next thing you will do is draw a Punnett Square. Si-separate natin ang alleles ng father at ganun din ang gagawin natin dun sa alleles ng mother. So, separating this one, IA, small letter I. And separating this one, we have IA, IA. So, dito natin ilalagay yung sa father, dito yung sa mother. Okay, so now we are ready to cross the alleles from father and mother. So, crossing this one, IA, with this one, IA then, IAIA. And crossing this one with this one, IAI. So magtataka kayo, bakit hindi naunang isinulat si small letter I isa dito sa big letter I? You will write first the dominant one. Okay? So dahil dominant si A over O, nauna siya laging isulat. And crossing this one with this one, we have IAIA. Crossing this one with this one, IAI. So kompleto natin ang Punnett Square. We are now ready to express the genotype and phenotype of the offspring in ratio and percentage. Okay, for the ratio, obserbahan nyo lang po ito. Apat sila, dalawang magkapareho at dalawa rin na magkapareho. The ratio would be 2:2. Then, lalagay nyo kung ano yung meaning ng 2:2. 2 IAIA and 2 IAI. So, for the phenotype, natin pinag-uusapan kung homo o hetero. Itong dalawa ay type A, itong dalawa ay type A din. Therefore, lahat sila type A. Kapag lahat ay pare-pareho, we're going to use all type A. So, the next one would be percentage. In genotype, dahil sila ay apat, dahil pareho tong dalawa, the percentage would be 50% IAIA and 50% IAI. For the phenotype, lahat sila ay type A, is 100% type A. Okay, for problem number 2, A man with type AB blood marries a woman who is type O. He always wanted to have a kid who is type AB like him so he can brag to his friends that his kid's blood type is rare. Is it possible? So, ang ibig sabihin ng problem, yung tatay is type AB, so gusto niya yung maging anak niya ay type AB din. Kaya lang, ang problema, ang kanyang asawa ay type O. So, ang isosolve natin dito, ang sasagutin nating problem, possible ba na si tatay na AB at si nanay na O ay magkaanak ng AB din katulad ng tatay? Following what we did on problem number 1, let's write first the genotype and phenotype of the parents. So, for the father who is type AB, so the genotype is IAIB, so that is type AB. And for the mother, which is type O, dalawang small letter I, so that is type O. Draw a Punnett square, then separate the alleles, IA, then IB. And for the mother, small letter I, then small letter I. So crossing this one with this one, IA small letter I, we will have IA small letter I. Then crossing this one with this one, IB small letter I. Then crossing this one with this one, IAI. Then crossing this one with this one, that is IB small letter I. So let's express the phenotype and genotype of the offspring in ratio and percentage. Okay, for the ratio, tignan nyo ulit, similar na naman, tig-dalawa, so the ratio would be 2:2. So 2 IAI and 2 IBI. So for the phenotype, which is the physical characteristic, so dalawang type A na naman at dalawang type B. So the ratio is similar with the genotype, which is 2:2. 2 type A and 2 type B. Then for the percentage, for the genotype, 50% IAI and 50% IBI. For the phenotype, 50% type A and 50% type B. Now, let's answer the problem. Possible ba na magkaroon ng anak si type AB blood na may asawang type O? The answer is not possible. Kahit anong gustuhin niyang magkaanak siya ng type AB, not possible. Kasi nga, ang napangasawa niya ay type O. So, ang magiging anak nila, 50% type A, 50% type B. Okay, for the last problem, dito na masasagot yung kaninang question natin. Mapapatunayan natin na ang tatay mo ay type A, ang nanay mo ay type B, tapos ikaw ay type O, kung ikaw ba talaga ay ampon o hindi. So, dito na natin mapapatunayan na talagang hindi ka ampon. Problem number 3. Is it possible that a man and a woman with type A and type B blood will have a child who is type O? So, masasagot natin yan mamaya. Possible kaya na si type A and type B blood? Actually, sinagot na natin to, di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo, possible. Pero kailangan natin ng evidence. Kailangan natin i-Punnett Square para mapatunayan na talagang possible silang magkaanak ng type O. So, dito hindi nilagay kung homo o hetero. Kung homozygous o heterozygous type A or type B, di ba? So, syempre, ang kukunin nating genotype, yung merong recessive na O. Kasi kapag kinuha natin to, ang lalabas lahat dyan ay AB, lahat ng anak. Let's use heterozygous type A and heterozygous type B. For the father, gamitin natin si heterozygous type A. Okay, IA small letter I. And for the mother, let's use heterozygous type B, capital B, then small letter I. So, ito kasi possible talaga to di ba? Kasi meron silang recessive na O. Okay, let's separate the alleles for the father, IA small letter I. And for the mother, IB small letter I naman. So, crossing this one with this one, blood type would be IAIB. Crossing this one, IB small letter I, so IBI. Crossing this one with this one, IA small letter I. Crossing this one with this one, dalawang small letter I. So dyan pa lang, makikita nyo na talagang possible. So let's express the genotype and phenotype of the offspring in ratio and percentage. For the genotype, the ratio, so tignan nyo lang, meron bang magkakapareho? Magkakaiba yung kanilang set of alleles. So therefore, the ratio would be 1:1:1:1. 1 IAIB, 1 IAI, 1 IBI, and 1 dalawang small letter I. So the phenotype, tingnan natin kung baka mamaya merong homo at hetero. The ratio is the same, 1:1:1:1. So 1 type AB, 1 type A, 1 type B, and 1 type O. So for the percentage, ganun pa rin. So kung ipe-percentage natin, that is 25% IAIB, 25% IAI, then 25% IBI, and 25% dalawang small letter I. So in tissue type, 25% type AB, 25% type A, 25% type B, and 25% type O. So, balikan natin yung question. Is it possible that a man and a woman with type A and type B blood will have a child who is type O? Yes, there's a 25% possibility. Medyo maliit yung chance na magkaroon ng type O, pero meron at meron. Okay, tatanong nyo, Teacher Edwin, 4 po yung anak ko. Hindi naman lumabas lahat ng blood type. Yung tatay niya type A, ako type B. Okay, so kung hindi pa rin lumalabas yung blood type, tatandaan nyo lagi that using Punnett Square is just probability. Sabihin, merong 25% na chance. Baka mamaya sa susunod na anak mo, sa susunod, try mo nang itry. What? Pero joke lang yan, syempre kailangan pa rin yung family planning na. Merong 25% possibility. Sabi kasi ito raw ang pinakamagandang set ng blood type. Kasi nga, lahat ng uri ng blood type pwedeng lumabas sa mga magiging anak mo. Ibig sabihin na kung 4 yung anak mo, lalabas yung 4 na blood type na yan. Probability lang. Mas mabuti nang merong chance kaysa wala, diba? And sana marami ka natutunan sa video na ito. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment ka na rin kung may time ka. Once again, I'm Teacher Edwin, your friendly science teacher, na nagsasabing walang mahirap na topic sa matyagang pag-iisip.